Hey y'all, so this will be a list of goals, expectations, and a general summary of what each committee does in Senate. For those of you that aren't sure what your committee does or may want to join another committee. Due to the fact that our Senate is a little small right now, many of you will be expected to join more than just the committee you're assigned to. So the point of this video is to help y'all decide which committee you may want to join and the specific responsibilities and my expectations for each committee. First, we have the Academics Committee, and this is a committee that deals with anything academic related to life on campus. So this could be course curriculum, syllabi work, working with faculty senate, working with the provost, and working with the deans. This is a committee that's always very involved and very active that we really want to see a lot out of, especially now that we're transitioning into online for the rest of the semester. And then even when we come back next semester physically on campus in the fall, there's always still a lot of work for this committee to do. And this is a committee that you can really take anywhere that involves academic life. Next, we have the Finance Committee, and the purpose of the Finance Committee is to allocate money back to student organizations. In my mind, the Finance Committee exists to give students back their own money. This semester, we really want Finance Committee to focus on is working on the finance guidelines and improving any code changes that they may see, and then next semester, really work hard on making sure we're allocating as much money as possible back to the students. The Health and Safety Committee exists in order to make sure that students' health and safety are prioritized, and making sure that legislation and initiatives that are passed in Senate are health-focused and making sure that students are getting the best possible experience they can on campus when it comes to their own well-being. This semester, I'd really like to see them focus on issues like mental health. I think that will be a major issue if students actually physically no longer on campus and engage in a regular schedule, and then continue on with next semester's on. The purpose of the Inclusion and Equity Committee is to make sure that all parts of campus are engaged and included, and to make sure that student government, specifically student senate, is reflective of campus as a whole. This semester and next semester, that's going to follow the same guidelines and make sure that they're constantly working to engage parts of campus that may not be represented or that may not be involved in the Senate as much as we would like to see them be. So really this semester and next semester, what I want this committee to work on specifically is making sure that they're reaching out to parts of campus that aren't represented and that maybe aren't involved as much as they need to be in student government and in student senate. The Judiciary Committee exists to make sure that the codes, constitution, and rules of procedure are upheld and make sure they're improved in any way that needs to be done. I think really this semester what the Judiciary Committee really needs to focus on is continuing any code changes that were from the previous Senate and making sure that we're all up to date and all aware of the codes and Constitution. This semester as well and next semester they also have the new responsibility to work as close as they can with government relations and make sure that connection is good. The Powers and Responsibilities Committee exists to foster leadership in the Senate and student government as a whole, while also making sure that the codes are maintained and up to date. The Powers and Responsibilities Committee's main function, in my opinion, is to let in the best possible people into Senate and into student government, and making sure that the people that we're taking in and that Senate is approving of are the best possible leaders from all parts of campus. This is a committee that this semester I would really like to see focus on still engaging in outreach and making sure that we're reaching all parts of campus and making sure we're getting people as involved as possible, taking in the best possible people on the campus. Next semester, when we move back onto campus physically, this committee will have a lot more work to do, but this semester still it's so important with cabinet nominees and secretaries, and even senators are applying for vacant Senate seats, we're still getting the best possible people involved in our student government. The Student Life Committee exists to make sure that students are aware of all the possibilities and opportunities offered to them on campus. The Student Life Committee is really important to make sure that students are getting the best possible experience they can have on all facets of campus. This semester, specifically with the move to online classes, we still want to make sure that students are engaged on campus and are aware of the opportunities available to them, whether it be online mediums or for students still living in Columbia. Next semester, obviously, we have a lot more opportunities with things like football games, things like academics, and things like any event we throw on campus. There's really anything that they can do with this committee. But this semester specifically, I really want the focus to make sure that students are still engaged on campus and are still aware of what all is available to them. Finally, we have the Sustainability Committee. The purpose of the Sustainability Committee is to make sure that we are aware of our ecological impact and to make sure that the university itself is up to date with those eco-friendly policies that we have. This committee exists to make sure that we are environmentally friendly and environmentally conscious in all things we do on campus, and making sure that students are aware of those initiatives.